Hi, this is a picture of Jamal Khashoggi. He was a Saudi citizen in the United States on a visa, worked for the Washington Post, and wrote articles, some criticizing the Saudis, and they were very angry at him. His wife or girlfriend was still in Saudi Arabia, and he wanted to get her out. So he was told he had to go to the consulate to get her papers. He was afraid to go, but he told her to stay outside, and he went in. As soon as he went in, he was arrested. He was um, imprisoned, tied up, tortured, dismembered, flushed down a drain that they use for disposing of bodies in his consulate. And of course, he was never seen. His wife or girlfriend was very upset, and the United States was very upset. However, this was a Saudi citizen who was killed by his own countrymen in his own country. So, although the United States was very upset, really the United States had no authority on how Saudis treat their own countrymen. That is very well known, and any American who goes into Saudi country should know that your American rights are not valid while you're in the country, and they take your passport. So you aren't getting out unless they want you to go. So some people feel that we should not deal with the Saudis because of the Khashoggi incident. However, in these countries, they are continually doing things that are very despicable in the eyes of Americans. The stoning of women, the woman who wasn't wearing her hijab and who was taken into police custody, brutalized, and she died. And the police had no need to account for what happened. There was no autopsy. People who protested were also tortured and killed. Any girl that protested was arrested. If she was a virgin, she was given to men to have to be raped, and then the next day she was killed, because in their law you can't kill a girl who's a virgin, so they have to rape her. And they said they had so many people that they had to rape that people had to be recruited to rape. Well, these aren't American standards. These aren't any things that Americans would do or in any way try to say that they're okay. But that's what they do in some of these foreign countries, and so you have to know the consequences. It's the same with Brittany Grenier. She went into Russia, which has its own rules, and now she is suffering consequences which people in the United States, of course, do not think is appropriate, and they want her freed. So you have to be careful when you go into these foreign countries, and the United States cannot stop doing business with foreign countries because they have these rules which Americans think are horrible and crazy. Now, everybody or many people have forgiven the Saudis because, as we see with the live golf tournament, which is trying to take players from the American golf tournament, there were a huge number of defectors to the live golf tournament for money. It was just money. That all it took for them to forgive the Saudis for whatever they're doing to their people over there in that country. So this has been an issue that the American people in general have deemed not that important. And so it would be crazy for our major leaders to hold this as a major issue when most of the people of the United States have moved on. It doesn't mean that Khashoggi's death was right, or that it wasn't cruel, and that it wasn't horrible. It's just that you can't run to be president or any major office on the Khashoggi murder, because Americans in general have moved on. Even Donald Trump has just signed to have his name on a Saudi golf course. I assume that's part of the live golf course. He will get a large amount of money. The Saudi golf course, I think, is a $1.5 billion enterprise. Not much is known about it right now, but more should be coming out in the near future. So, President Trump has moved on. The golfers have moved on. Most Americans have moved on. And we'll see what happens in the future. What do you think? Like and subscribe. Bye.